What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama. And for today's Mazda News Update, we're talking CX-3. CX-3? Isn't that going away? We'll see. CX-5, CX-50, and CX-30. Nope, not the CX-30. Just the CX-3, CX-5, CX-50, and we can't forget the Mazda 6. We've already had some information on this, so this may be a short video, but I believe it's new information or appropriate information for us to consider. So stay tuned. Before we dive in, I do want to give a quick shout out to Jeremy Lapis, all the way from the Philippines. Check out his CX-30 Philippines group because there's a lot of really nice Mazda CX-30s. Their pictures, information, it just keeps offering value on that group. But because he's on that side of the world, he shared a very appropriate website with me. And if we're talking about Japanese vehicles, the Mazdas specifically in this Mazda News Update, it makes sense to grab information from a Japanese website. And thankfully, as Jeremy pointed out to me, Google Chrome will translate. So let's dive in and take a look here. And what we're talking about is the things that we know: new platform, new engines, new CX-5, CX-50, new Mazda 6. And so this is the Best Car web, or the Best Car Group website here, and some of their top news, or the scoop, is that the CX-3 is getting a refresh also, which it may be getting discontinued in America. We'll find out. We may not see this new body style, but what I appreciate about this website is it also gives their graphic design team at Best Car also developed a little bit of an idea of what these vehicles are going to look like. So we'll definitely have those pictures here as we continue talking. But the first thing, and I love the color of the CX-3 that they have here. Of course, this is a subcompact vehicle. It's shared platforms globally with the Mazda 2, which we don't have in America. And so Mazda 2 is getting a refresh this year, and then next year, the CX-3 would be getting the refresh or redesign, really, is what it looks like. So we know that the Mazda 6 and the CX-5 will be sharing the same platform, which is a front engine, rear wheel drive platform. And all of these great engines, again, the released but overshared new engines coming from Mazda Photo, are going to be in this vehicle as far as the inline 6-cylinder, and potentially maybe some hybrid, maybe some diesel in some parts of the world. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I doubt it will be coming to America, the diesel at least. So just to break down, and you'll see the picture here, but the complete lineup here for the remainder of 2021 and 2022 in Japan, as I've already said, the MX-30 will be the pure EV, was actually in January of 2021, and then the mild hybrid had already been released in 2020. I might have got those crisscrossed. The Mazda 2 will be in September of this year, and of course this is over on the Japanese side. And the MX-30 range extender will debut on March of 2022. Then we'll have the Mazda 6 in April. Then we'll have the CX-3 in June. And then they're reporting the CX-5 in December, which is a month earlier than what we had discussed in previous Mazda News updates. Now, of course, you have to keep in mind that things may release in Japan where they're assembled before they come to America because of transit and boat transport. So that could still be that January timeframe that we were looking at before. So what we really want to talk about is again, the reason why this is short. We know most of these things. The dates are what's changing, but what I wanted to show you was Of course, just the front nose of the CX-3. Love the color. The design of the CX-5, which of course is going to be competitive with like a BMW X5, a longer platform, more deliberate. There's all types of shots and videos out there, but a more deliberate and long hood, longer than what we have now, and a little bit more cargo and space in the back of the CX-5. The CX-50 is supposed to be more like the current size and stature of the CX-5. So the CX-50 will be the smaller one. The CX-5 will have the shared platform with the Mazda 6. And I guess that's what you would kind of call a rust color. But you can see how some of those designs looking a little bit more European in some of those offerings there. And then I'm really excited about the Mazda 6 because we're thinking that it's going to be somewhat like the Vision concept, and their design does look a little bit flattened and elongated with a long hood, very reminiscent of muscle car Mustang long hood. But of course that whole design is carried over in their designs here, and love the wheels. It's kind of like the pizza wheels from the CX-5, so I really like that. And I hope we see some of these colors. That's kind of what I would call a blue-green or a deep aqua. So very interesting. Love the renders, the graphics that we have, and thank you, Jeremy, for sharing this with us. Again, just to break down and summarize here, we know that Mazda 6, originally we thought, hey, it may be coming in 2021, but it's pushed to first quarter of 2022, may hit the spring auto shows as we see those, and maybe even get some early release info by the end of this year. But we'll see that coming around in 2022, and then we'll see perhaps a CX-3, but I don't think so in America. And then towards the end of the year, we'll have the CX-5 and CX-50, which I believe will be a dual release. As far as at the same time, they'll talk about these things. There might be some modified platform, very similar to the launch of the current generation Mazda 3 sedan and Mazda 3 hatchback. I think we'll have those together because I think that's how that works, right? The CX-50 kind of fills into the shoes of the current CX-5, and the CX-5 kind of grows up or matures into a little bit larger, and you don't want to pull the current one out of the market to have something that is kind of new and a little bit unknown. And then, of course, you're going to run into maybe some cross-shopping of the CX-9. So I think seeing those together, possibly December of 22, probably by the time they hit here, January, February of 2023. So, quick video, short video. I appreciate this information. And again, if you want to talk about Japanese vehicles, let's go to a Japanese website. So thanks, Jeremy, for sharing it. He also shared that he has been to Hiroshima, the Mazda Museum. If you could, anybody, message me on Facebook some pictures from there. Drop them to the email that's listed below in the information description of this video. And I'd love to go there at some point, have some things like Mazda, Alabama that I want to visit here, hopefully in the next few months. Hopefully as things play out here with the current situation of everything. But thanks for joining me on this one. And with more Mazda news, we'll definitely see you on the next one.